Jungle Cruise, the cinematic experience featuring Maui from Moana and Jim Halpert's wife from The Office, is a movie I was not expecting to be good in the slightest. The trailers looked like utter chaos and an embarrassment to the classic ride at the Disney parks. However, I'm not gonna lie, I was super hyped for this movie. It didn't look like it was trying to be good, it looked like a movie that understood it was stupid and was going to deliver you a stupid movie. So on opening night of the Disney Park cinematic experience of the decade, I went to see what it was like, and I have mixed feelings. For one, treating this movie like a joke is exactly what you need to do in order to enjoy the first half of this movie. None of that part of the movie is trying to be good. It's just The Rock, Emily Blunt, and Pam's brother traveling the jungle trying to find a tree that can cure COVID. There isn't any serious backstory about why Lily wants to be able to cure any disease, she just thinks it'd be cool. When they go to the Amazon to find The Rock, he's giving a group of guests a tour of the jungle in Jungle Cruise skipper style, where everything he says is a pun. The Rock has a tiger that he has trained to attack him whenever he wants to get out of a bad situation. McGregor had a lot of luggage that he wanted to bring on the boat tour, and The Rock was just like, no, and yeeted it all into the river. The characters encounter a tribe who they think is gonna kill them, but then they find out later that it was just a bunch of paid actors The Rock hired to try and scare Lily and McGregor off. It's probably the funniest scene in the movie. But what probably makes this movie so chaotic is that throughout the film, this trio is being chased by this rich dude who is embarking a military attack on them because he thinks the Tree of Life will help Germany win the war somehow. Oh yeah, did I mention this movie takes place in 1916? Like, nothing in this movie has any right to be taken seriously. It's all just a bunch of entertainment mush for our tired, broken brains. But what kind of blows my mind about all of this is that it actually works insanely well within the concept of a movie about the ride Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise, the ride, was originally supposed to be an educational experience where you go into an Amazon for 4 weeks and learned all about the exotic jungle. But when Walt Disney realized that that was super boring, he reimagined what the entire ride was like and basically landed on the conclusion that this ride needs bad puns. Now the ride is essentially the corpse of an old attraction making fun of itself with humor, and people love it. It's taken its own personality through being just that. So it makes perfect sense that the movie of Jungle Cruise would be something that isn't serious and is trying to just make fun of itself in every way possible. But unfortunately, something happens halfway through this movie that makes it all fall apart. Spoilers ahead, I guess. Does anyone really care about being spoiled for this movie? So there's a lot of exposition I haven't talked about yet because none of it's really needed to understand the first half of this movie. But basically, there was this one dude who got cursed while he was trying to find this tree, and the German dude striking the military attack resurrects him so he can hunt down the Rock. And when they're at the tribe that I talked about earlier, the cursed dude who's got snakes coming out of his body tries to steal the artifact from them, and then Maui dies. Like, they literally just kill the Rock right there. It was so tragic and unexpected. Oh wait, no, he's still alive. And this is when Emily Blunt comes to find out that the Rock is actually not a rock or human. He's a 400-year-old not human thing, and he was actually the one who mapped the entire Amazon forest looking for this Tree of Life. The fantasy side of this movie starts to take full force when this is revealed, and it makes the movie feel like it's just trying to copy what Pirates of the Caribbean did. It's such a weird and out-of-place turn that completely abandons what made the first half of this film so great. I suppose you could argue that it adds to the insanity of the first half, but I don't know, for me it just kind of lost me. All we really needed from the fantasy lore side of this movie was, there is a tree that can cure any disease. It's vague and stupid, but it's a perfect setup for this brain-dead entertainment product. We don't need any of this convoluted backstory about how the Rock was a spirit thing. They never specified. I honestly don't know. And how he betrayed the snake dude who's trying to attack them. It just feels exhausting for what should be a rather tame and simple movie with Dwayne, demigod of the wind and sea, Johnson. It almost feels like they didn't realize that making a stupid pun-filled action-adventure movie with the name Jungle Cruise slapped on it was simultaneously a really fun and genius idea. So they just decided to throw some Pirates of the Caribbean-esque lore into the second half because that was a successful franchise. It left for a finale that was alright, I suppose, but I was pretty tired of the movie by that point. I'm gonna give this movie a 5.6 out of 10. Disney attraction film adaptations are basically the new Disney live-action remakes. We're probably gonna see a lot of these in the future. I hope they take notes from the inevitable bad reviews this movie will get and switch things up in their upcoming projects. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. By the way, thank you so much for 500 subscribers. I never thought I'd make it this far. This is insane. Thank you. But until then, I'll see ya in Radiator Springs.